Kani Wakiakatachi. Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I hope you guys have had an awesome week and an awesome Friday. Hi, Lost Fire. Hi, Cap. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing awesome possum. It is Friday. And you know what that means, right? It means a chill guitar vibe stream today. So, how are you guys doing today so far? It's been okay? Alright. Okay is better than bad. So, I'm glad to hear that you had an okay day. Yeah, Cap, I actually do have some VTuber friends. My friends consist of Toasty and Sphera, both of which stream on Twitch, and they are awesome. I'm hoping Toasty ends up popping in and saying hello, because that'd be a great moment for me to introduce her. Hello, Glitch. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. I always find that people are able to get a lot of free time for my guitar practice stream. So, I'm glad that you guys are able to stop in for this. I've learned a lot of new things in my lesson today. I learned how to do a hammer on. I think they're kind of hard to hear because I don't have an electric. Unlike with an electric, which I can just tune up to make work, I can't do that with an acoustic. I kind of have to just slap it hard. Oop. I'm sure it's actually a little hard to hear. Okay. And then I also learned this one called like a flick, where when you when you move your finger off, you strum it at the same time, kind of allowing you to play a lot faster. Of course, it's a technique, so it's not going to just be easy to do. Oh, sorry. I also learned a new scale today called the blues scale, which I think goes. No, that's pentatonic. Excuse me. Let me get the actual blues scale for you, so that way it's not confusing which one's which. I don't want to play anything wrong for you guys. So let's see. The blues scale goes. All right. And the faster that you can play it, the better that it sounds, of course. Goodness gracious, I am struggling, you guys. This is a this is a scale that I haven't practiced, unlike my Now, I've actually found while playing the guitar, I ended up having some difficulties with my arm kind of really hurting a lot. It turns out that it's because I'm positioning my thumb in a incorrect position, so it's kind of causing me to really strain my wrist and arm. Hello, Mohamed. Shouldn't you be sleeping if it's 2 a.m.? I think you should go to bed rather than rather than hang out here. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate you being here, but at the same time, I think sleep is significantly more important. So don't stay on my account. All right. That just about does it for that. So why don't we actually play a couple of chords? Let's get some strumming patterns in here. Let's get some actual music coming. All right, Mohamed, will you have a good rest? I hope you sleep well. play any musical instruments at all. Don't be shy. I really like musical instruments. As a matter of fact, I play a couple. I've recently been learning the guitar, so that's why I probably put a lot more time into it. But you guys feel free. Tell me a little bit about whether or not you guys end up playing any kind of musical instruments at all. I'd love to hear it. Absolutely would adore hearing. Any banjos, any flutes, any violins, anything else like that? Do you guys play anything at all? Um, because if so, we can easily chat about music theory. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people aren't exactly the biggest fan of music theory. Um, so, oh, the trombone. That's awesome. Look, you don't have to be great at an instrument to play one. As long as you, like, just play the instrument. A trombone is great, though. I'm so happy to hear, well, that you played the thingy. I'm sorry. I kind of lost my place. I kind of was like, wait a second, what was I trying to say? So I apologize. I just completely blanked out. I was like, what? What am I thinking of again? This one thing that, had to do with an instrument but does not at the same time. Alright. You guys want to hear a story, actually? About how I found myself coming to a guitar over any other musical instrument. Now, I actually had started with the piano originally, and I really thought that, well, I played it for like, goodness, eight years, and then I played like multiple other instruments too. So we're talking, I played the saxophone, I played the viola, I played the violin, I played so many instruments for just a year, and I ended up giving up on all of them. The only one that was consistent was the piano, and admittedly, I wasn't the biggest fan at the time. What I really wanted to do was actually sing, to which I still want to do, I just am too embarrassed to sing. I did a karaoke thing at one point, but I'm not gonna talk about that here. Anyways, so then I ended up thinking like, I wasn't a fan of a woodwind. I wasn't a fan of, well, many. Hi, Dinda, welcome. So actually, the way that these are worked is I don't exactly play specific songs. This is more of us just, we kind of have a chill chatting thing where we're all together. We just talk, chat about different stuff, and I just kind of play some guitar, strumming, do some warm-ups, practices, and all that stuff. It's kind of a way to just, it's kind of like my just talking stream, except instead I have a guitar for some background music. Well, thank you, Glitch. I appreciate that. But still, I ended up I really wanted to play an instrument that resonated with me. And eventually I had decided, you know what? I haven't given guitar a fair shot. It's an instrument that I never tried and never thought I would, because it seemed like such a cool person instrument. And I am a nerd. I am a total nerd. So I I did not think that I would end up, picking up the guitar. Yet eventually I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go for the guitar. I'm gonna give it a try, and I have really loved it ever since. There's something about the guitar that's magical. It is such a pretty sounding instrument, and frankly, I couldn't complain. I like it a lot. All right, let's test how quick I can do these chord progressions. That's not nearly as fast as I had originally thought. So, chord progressions are, and I guess it's pretty self explanatory. It's moving between each chord. Yeah, of course, Dinda, go ahead. I may not know it, but I will look it up and I will try to make it happen. If you request one, I will give it a try because I have the good old Hayami Oxford try. Wait, that's not what it's called. It's not an Oxford try. Anyways, just go ahead. Go ahead with your song request and I will give it a try. Not an Oxford try, just a try. Eh, hey, no! No, no! Ah, I can't believe it's still spreading. It should stop with Sphera and Toasty. Why? Why in the world is that becoming a thing? No! Ah! Hello, Toasty. Hello, hello. Cap, this is one of my VTuber friends, Toasty. She is a cozy streamer on Twitch, and she is very nice and very sweet. As a matter of fact, she might actually know Spanish. So, Toasty habla español? Wait, that's French. I'm sorry. I took French. I took French, but I didn't take much of Spanish. Okay, never mind. Toasty doesn't know Spanish. I'm sorry. So yeah, Dinda, just go ahead with the song. One of the songs that I'm trying to work myself up to is Gyarados Valley from Ocarina of Time. Well, Toasty, it's actually been a lot more chill. We're kind of doing a lot more chatting, and I'm just kind of doing some guitar in the background. Dinda here is going to request a song that I'm going to actually try to learn on stream and play it at least by the end of the stream because I think that's fun. But at some point, Best Part by Daniel Caesar. Okay, here, let's see. Let me look up the tabs for Daniel. Oh gosh, I'm bumping everything. Best. No, that's not what it. Best Part Daniel Caesar. Ultimate guitar. Okay. So let's take a look at the guitars here. D major 7, A minor 7, G major 7, and B major 7. Okay. The strumming pattern goes 1 down and 2 none, and then you go down 3 and none, and okay. This seems pretty simple. Hello, Fluffy. Oh, it's all right. But hello, Fluffy. It's so nice to see you. I'm just let's see. Okay, so the tuning is simple, no capo. Where's the backing track? I don't want this. Get this out of here. No. No. Okay. All of these pop-ups. Back. Okay. Let me take a quick moment to actually listen to the song. Best part, Daniel Caesar. This way I can get an idea of just how it sounds. It's pretty. Okay. All right. Let's get these chords. Yeah, of course, Fluffy. I don't ever plan to stop. As a matter of fact, one day I will get myself an electric and I will play Welcome to the Jungle. Oh gosh, could you guys imagine me just like, I pull out my electric guitar, freaking frizz up my hair and be like, all right, everyone, who's ready to rock? Do you know where the heck you are? It's bum 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 bum. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. But that's much later down the line when I decide to just go complete ballistic. So this is D major. It looks like it goes. Oh, that is the first one. Thank you. You're in the jungle, baby. Wake up. Time to die. Okay, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. 1, 3, 2. No, that's ridiculous. It'd be like this. Wait, I think I take that back. Nope, Ultimate Guitar was right. I'm a silly Billy. Wait, no. Okay, this is, oh my goodness. This is a hard chord to play. G major 7. More like stretch my fingers out today, 7. Here, they actually have multiple different ways to play a G major 7. So if I can look at different forms, because that's the thing, that's the beauty about guitar. There is not a strict way to play a chord. There are multiple ways to make a chord sound nice. I know, it's weird as heck, but that's how you can have someone kind of like jump around the fretboard like crazy, because you have so many different ways to play a chord. Hello? Faded? I love that for you, I do. I am glad that you are. Oh, that's not. That's not what I'm looking for either. Alright. Okay, so there's also this one. This form right here. What? It wants me to skip an entire chord midway through. This is ridiculous. What do you think I am? Like Two Finger Sue? I don't have that kind of capability. Alright. You know what? Oh, well, thank you, Faded. I appreciate the sub and the joining in. That's awesome. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to, welcome to the Wakiyakutachi Squad, also known as fellow side characters. You have joined in to have an awesome, awesome time. No, we're not welcoming to the jungle here. Actually, if you guys are curious, so Toasty is a very soft-spoken individual who knows how to rap. She actually plans to sing Welcome to the Jungle today on her stream. Don't at me. What am I doing wrong here? Well, thank you, Fadehead. I appreciate it. I've only been doing this for like 2 months. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on. I just got a compliment. Let's not mess up every chord that I humanly can while I'm doing it. Alright, this one is 3, 2, 4. Oh, that's simple enough. That's not simple enough. That sounds wrong. Oh, that's why. Here you go. Alright, there you go, Dinda. I'm getting the hang of it. As I keep going through these chords, it'll get faster and faster and it'll sound like a cohesive song. Then what I'll do is I'll pull a backing track so that it all kind of smooths together and sounds like a real song. Anyways, my favorite part about this learning experience is frankly the fact just watching the growth. Okay, so imagine this, you guys. When I first started playing guitar, actually, I have a recording somewhere of the first thing I ever played on guitar. My first attempt ever. Let me pull that for you guys because it's honestly, I feel like it's fun. I feel like it's a ton of fun to look at progress. I've only been at it for about, I think, a month and a half now. Yet, I'm really proud of the progress here. Okay, here we go. I think this is... Alright, see you in a bit, Faded. Yes, so this is my first moment that I ever practiced the guitar. So, as you can see, I have very much gone a very long way to be able to do things like this. Oh yeah, that's the hardest chord right here. All right. I think. Let's see. Nice sound. How in the world did they do that? With B major 7. Okay, so again, this part is very straightforward. Oh, this is the hardest. Hardest. Yeah. My fingers. Come on. Come on. Curve for me. So yeah, Dinda, I actually do. Since it was so recent. Again, only about 2 months ago. Yeah. I remember how excited I was to own my first guitar. There's something I'm doing wrong about G major. So that's B major 7. Okay. Hello, Brian David Hernandez Andre Sharp F. I hope I said that right. Is it alright if I just call you Brian? But anyways, the first time that I bought a guitar was awesome. So, um, alright, hang on. Can I change up that G major? I I kind of want the G major 7 to sound, because that's correct, but it just sounds weird to me. No, that's correct. Hello, Hibiki. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. It is my goal to spread kindness and happiness wherever I go. Anyway, so the first guitar story. Yeah, so I actually walked into the guitar store and I had asked the individual, "Hey, can I get I just like a guitar, please." Wait, hang on, that's not I basically walked in and I was like, "I would love to see what kind of guitars you have. Could you please show me?" And they ended up giving me a couple of options because I was looking for something cheap that would be good for practicing. It turns out there was this pretty little sunburst acoustic guitar. So yes, you're right, Dinda. It is an acoustic. Um, and it was super cheap, like $60, because it was missing a plug-in piece for the amp. So I ended up immediately picking it up along with a little gig bag, and ever since then, It's been my first guitar. Now, because it's Sunburst, I actually had decided on stream I'd call this guitar Sunny. So. And it is nice to meet you as well, Brian. My name is Hayami. It's so nice to make your acquaintance. Alright. Okay, so here's what's gonna help. If I look at G major 7 and see how people put their fingers on the board. Oh, that'll change things. Okay, so G major 7. Oh! Wait! I think I'm doing it all wrong. Apparently it's one here, and the one all the way up here. That sounds right. That's G major 7. All right. That's not right. Okay, hang on. So if I do this. Hang on. Alright, so one here, one there. That's still not correct for G major 7. Oh, that's why I'm supposed to skip over an entire chord. I can't do that. I'm not that good at that. And no need to apologize, Brian. I'm just trying to play a piece here for Dinda. G major 7. So there are apparently multiple ways to play the G major 7 chord, and all of them are difficult. Holy fridge! How do people play this chord? Okay, so again, it says that the second finger is here, but I cannot for the life of me get it on the string. Hold on, what if I come from like the top down? Oh, it works if I come from the top down. Heck yeah, upside down. But that's not practical. Unless, hold on, do I have this the wrong way? Am I doing this wrong? I might be doing this all wrong. No? Because that would mean that the chords would be up here for D major 7. Yeah. But the problem with G major 7 is that it has this very strange structure that I just can't seem to get down. Actually, I think I just figured it out. Sorry, I just got it. Now, we're looking at B flat major 7. which looks significantly more difficult than any chord that I've played thus far. It goes 3, 2, 4. So 3, 2, 4. Alright, now let's listen to that to make sure it's correct. No, that's wrong. Alright, let's see. So B flat, major 7 chord. Okay, that's weird. That is the weirdest chord I have ever seen. Oh, gosh, that's weird. Okay. Got it! Alright! So the BB major actually has me rest my hand over it entirely. Alright, Dinta, here we go. That's not what I like. Okay, a bit easier said than done, right? It was much easier for me to go, all right, let's go, let's do it. And now I'm over here like, oh, buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, all right. That's going to be a quick little arm rest there, but I am glad to have found a new set of chords and actually chord hitting my guitar. I have never done guitar hitting yet, so this is the first time. All right, now very quickly, I also want to take a look at a different tab here for Gerudo Valley. This has been a song that is like number 1 on my list to actually do. So you'll have to forgive me if it is this big deal here. The strumming pattern of Gerudo Valley is very strange, actually. because it kind of relies upon you to actually it relies on you to like strum and then go like with your fingers kind of going down like 1, 2, 3. You can't do them all at once, which is very confusing. Let me tell you, it is hard to resist the urge to not use your entire hand when you do it. You have to. And I can't resist. I can't resist from wanting to just toss my fingers all the way across my guitar. Um, what is a phi at? Hang on. Let's look this up. Phi at. Is that a car? Are you talking about a car? Second pellets and hello, welcome. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure I'm not. Hello, faded. Okay, so Fiats. All right, so let me take a look at a Fiat car. That's not what I meant to type in. I actually put an R. Okay, so a Fiat car. All right. I don't know much about car. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. It's like a little tiny car for just like one person. Well, I don't know. I would have no problem with such said small car, but the way that I see it is a car is a car that takes you places. Never buy a new car, always buy a used car. This has been Hayami tips to succeeding in life and ensuring that you get yourself the best possible deal humanly capable of getting. And I mean, it's cute, it's small, it's compact. I don't know. I see no problem in having a car like that. What's your opinion? What are you guys' opinion on a Fiat car? It looks like it's just this tiny little thingy mabobber that takes you places. Well, any car takes you places, but this particular one is small. So it'd be easier to parallel park. It'd be easier to get into to like fit in between some cars. You take up less space. What about you guys? You guys down for the Fiat car? All right. See you later. Peace out, Girl Scout. See you later, second. Thanks for dropping in. I feel like I might have solved a debate there. That might have been the difference between life and death for an individual. I'm just saying, you never know when someone has a big time debate that they have to solve, and that right there could have changed everything. You like huge guitars like the Range Rover? Oh no. Sorry, no, not that. It's not oh no to you. It's that well, um see, so I post things on my Twitter to let everyone know, "Hey, I'm going live. Check this out." And I may or may not have forgot to click the post when I had set up the stream. So, we're just gonna forget that that happened, okay? Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they are very tiny looking cars, so I understand why it's they're so compact. But huge like a Range Rover. I have a simple compact car. It's not small, but it's also not exactly top heavy. It's not big. It's just a car. It takes me places, gets me places. It's awesome. I like it. All right, see you later, Faded. Thank you for dropping in. Anyways, so I don't know. I don't know too much about cars. My car is, again, it takes me to where I need to go, and honestly, it sounds like it needs like a lot of help. In my opinion, it really feels like it's dying. Now, Dinda, that is a great question. So, right there, I was actually doing finger picking. But for most of the time when I'm actually strumming my guitar, so when I'm actually playing, like, that particularly is me using a pick. But here, I'm actually using my fingers. I actually have a very hard time keeping my pick constrained in between the chords. A lot of times I have a tendency to want to just strum all the way through. Now, what does that mean? Well, what that means is that I accidentally play too many strings when it's not intended to play that many strings. See, like, now, it could have been my fault. I should have started with a pick. I really should have. If I started with a pick, I'd probably be a lot more comfortable because, again, I started with my thumb and I can actually get a pretty good idea of which string I'm going to hit. But when it comes down to the pick, no, I have no idea. Ah, you see what I mean? Back then, here, like, so, anyways, and the big point that I'm trying to say here is I have a lot of difficulties actually hitting the correct notes and the correct number of strings while using a pick versus when I use my fingers. My fingers are significantly more capable of handling, well, let's be honest, some of the chords that I'm trying to play. It's silly. I know. I should be able to handle both, right? I should be able to utilize both pretty effectively, but no, that's not the case. I end up blumbering around a lot more often than intended. And it's all about practice. So, the more that you practice, of course, the better that you'll be. That's not the right note. One of the nice things about chord progressions is that they can actually teach you something called string sliding. So right now, I'm on the A major chord. Now, what I do is I immediately just bring my fingers down, and I can play the D major chord. Then, to play the E major chord, I just slide my pointer finger over and move my fingers up. And then to play the E minor chord, I just take off my pointer finger. So let's see how quick I can actually pull this off. That was not as fast as I had intended. And I really cannot stress this enough, but every guitar technique is so unique. There's so much that goes into playing a guitar. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure every instrument has a lot of different techniques. Like, let's see. So the guitar so far, what I know of is again flicking. You play your chord. And you basically end up having both fingers down. And you quickly use your pinky to flick that chord so you can play it at a quick speed. And then you have your hammer-ons. So you play the chord, and then you hammer your fingers on, which allows you to play multiple notes at once without having to do that. It sounds really smooth, actually. So instead of, instead of, you have, and of course, I know the string bending that everyone loves. I love string bending. Play Ripped Pants from SpongeBob. I don't think that I could do that. I'm having a hard time learning best part. So I don't think I could do Ripped Pants. Oh, that'd be funny, but no, I don't think I'd actually be able to do it. Oh, goodness. All right. So right around now, after, my wrist and my arm has absolutely hit the limit, now is kind of the time where we just chat a little bit. And generally speaking, depending on how my fingers and wrist feel, we might swap it up to actually play a Vitcha game. There's always a kind of Vitcha game to play. I've got all sorts of Hoyoverse games. And recently I pulled a very important character known as Nuvolette, who is the Hydro Archon for Fontaine. Don't at me. Anyways, so tell me, guys, what's new? What's going on in life? I'm always curious and always want to know how you guys are doing. I will share a little bit here. So, I guess really the week was kind of just easy. I guess I got nothing other than week was easy. It was nice and easy. Alright, Lost, that's awesome. Glad to hear that your week was good and that things are going well. Now, this is going to be a strange question, but have you guys ever had such a thing called a... Hi, Brian, welcome back. Have you guys ever had such a thing as a cinnamon bun or also known as a cinnabun? A research thesis. All right. Awesome. What's your research thesis on, if you do not mind me asking? Toasty actually also likes to do, Toasty also likes to do her homework as well. She is a very hard worker, and she's trying to become President of the United States of America. Hi, Brian. So I think that this is... honestly a great group here to be able to say, hey, check out the potential new president of the United States of America. Anyways, yeah, so, what? Yeah, okay, hold on, actually. So, first, I'm curious what your research paper is, and Toasty, yes. So, I have had a cinnamon bun before. It is very, very, very tasty. I don't know why it popped in my head. I think it's because I had watched this TV show at one point, where they had cinnamon buns. Um, and gosh, it the way that it cut into it and the sugar that just kind of seeped out of the cinnamon bun was amazing. So, what? Wait, why did you immediately go to boring? That doesn't sound boring. That sounds awesome. Are you kidding? Designing uh, antennas for. Wait, what's a sounding rocket? Is that like a rocket that when it launches, it sends out a lot of sound? Huh. Um, well, I mean, I'm curious now. What is a sounding rocket? Please, please educate us on what a sounding rocket is. As a matter of fact, I will also take a look at what a sounding rocket is. All right. Sounding rocket. Sounding rocket performs an observation mission during its flight in space before impact. Dinda, do you work for NASA? Are you a space person? Can you take me to space? Please? I want to go to space. Please. I would love to go to space. Let me let take me to the take me to the to the take me to outer space where I can view everything from planets to people to food. That's not right. Food is no. Um yeah, just take me into space. Please. I always actually wanted to go to space. And I hope I do. One day, I really, really hope I get the chance to go to space. Now, why would I want to go to space? Well, you see, it's because yeah, I actually never really thought this through. Also, hello, Stream Element Spot. Um, but think about it, right? So you have the opportunity to go into a dark, vast void with so much stuff out there. And and yet you want to look, all I'm saying is that it is a cool concept to go out into the world with things and and people. Goodness gracious, I am sorry. I went from yeah, confidence to go into space and now I'm over here like, well, you see, I may or may not remember why I wanted to go into space. I think it's because I really wanted the opportunity to be able to see different worlds and potentially find life out there. So that's a great question, Dinda. So What kind of planet would I like to find out in space? All right, so, well, I think I just want to find a planet with life on it. I want to find an area that has sentient life. That's primarily it. And telecommunication engineering. Okay, well, that's fine. Either way, I think that's cool because that means you're an engineer. And let's just say I have massive respect for engineers. As a matter of fact, I salute you. Thank you for your service. Anyways, so a planet that I would like to visit would probably be something similar to like lush forest with with potential with potential individuals that live there. I want to find life outside of our world. I want to see different people that exist in other places. That's what I really, really want. I want the opportunity to know that life outside of our place exists. As strange as that is, it's a bit of a dream. But I frankly don't think I will be the one to figure out how we can get to a new planet one day. That's for people with ginormous brains. And I don't have a ginormous brain. I have like a regular brain. It gets me places. It helps me think. It lets me make important decisions, such as whether or not I'm going to eat food today or tomorrow. I know, riveting and very difficult. Yes, thank you, Fluffy. I am huge brained. I have Jimmy Neutron's brain blast. Yeah. All right. That's enough of that. Welcome back, Faded. Hello, hello. Now, um, if I did have the capacity to actually figure out space travel and understand certain dynamics, yeah, that'd be awesome, but I that's not number one priority on my list. Right now my number one priority is to just have a enjoyable time with you guys, which I think is an awesome priority. You like Earth the most? Why Earth? Is it because it's what we live on or because it's so inhabitable? Don't get me wrong. Earth is pretty great. Speaking of Earth, so, you guys. What about the ocean? Okay? I want to know what's at the bottom of our oceans. I want to look at what's deep down in the Mariana Trench. Oh gosh, could you imagine all sorts of the spooky stuff down there? I mean, to me, that's yeah, Faded. So we just talked about a Cinnabon. We've talked about thesis papers. We've talked about my friend, the President of the United States of America. We've talked about Dinda and engineering and how apparently I have the capacity to brain blast. I'm not actually able to brain blast. I'm not. I'm no genius. I'm just your regular old Hayami. So, nothing much. But yeah, so the ocean. I think if I had a superpower, I would like to be able to be impervious underwater and able to swim underwater. That'd be awesome. Could you imagine being able to go to the deepest depths and seeing everything clearly? That'd be so cool. I I want to actually be able to have power with water. So being able to dive deep, being able to swim effectively, being able to see what's at the bottom of the ocean, being able to find the ruins. Could you imagine what kind of pirate ships we might be able to find at the bottom of the ocean? I could find myself some doubloons, me hearties. Yarg! Me name's Hayami, and I am a pirate. Starfield, is that the game that was made by Bethesda? That allows you to explore planets? If so, I can potentially look at putting that on my list. I'm always looking for new games that can potentially be played. Let's check this out. Okay. Star. That's Sigifu. Starfield. Holy fridge! This thing's $70? What? Oh my gosh! I mean, yeah, it looks pretty. The game looks gorgeous. It looks like a lot of fun. But at the same time, $70? No, no. I think that I will, not. Okay. Um, well, I do trust your judgment, Fluffy. You have a pretty good judgment on video games. Um, No Man's Sky. I do have No Man's Sky. I just never actually played it. And I remember back when it wasn't that good and it was called No Guy Bye. Donkey. I actually do not do VR because I get a headache whenever I do some VR. So I actually get a really bad headache. I'm like, oh, I can't do VR. I'm not good at it. But yeah, no Man's Sky. Okay, yeah, I have that setting here. Jeez, what kind of? Oh, I know a game that in terms of just underwater exploration, Subnautica is a good one, right? Or is Subnautica more of a horror game? You are free to. I do not use swears. As a matter of fact, you'll hear me say other things like what the fridge cakes and mango. So I don't generally swear, but you're free to say anything that you would like. Hello, Stream Element Spot. Thank you again for ensuring that you are running properly. I appreciate you. But yeah, Subnautica is a. No, I don't think it's a horror game. I think it's just an exploration game that has horrifying potential. Just due to the fact that things are dangerous. Hi again, Brian. So, if I may respectfully ask, please do not spam the chat. And please space things out properly. I would greatly appreciate that, or I may have to apply another timeout again. No worries, just ensure that. Just don't spam the chat. I would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, so no, there's a lot of different exploration games that I feel like would tickle the fancy. Um, anyways, yeah, so No Man's Sky actually did get a lot of really good, useful updates that I'm happy to hear. I feel like if No Man's Sky was released as it could have been with its full potential at the time, that would have been awesome. Like, people would have been all over that. It's just unfortunate that it didn't come out with everything that it should have had from the beginning. You know what I mean? Also, I think it's time to pick this guitar back up and continue with a couple of strumming and different chords. A lot of people are playing it now because of the updates. Great! Maybe I will actually give it like an honest try. Ah, well, thank you, Faded. I appreciate that. That's such a that's such a high compliment. Thank you very much. Considering how many awesome VTubers there are, I'm glad to be your favorite. Um Also, if they're still updating the game, yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time I actually take a look at it. that's not correct. So it should be 1 here, 2 on the 3rd string, and then I don't like that. I like this one more. So you used to play the violin back in middle school? Why don't you pick it up again? Let's see. So, hold on. So it goes. Um, a brain pop game. Hold on. What's a brain pop game? Well, thank you. Um, Faded. Let's see. Brain pop game. Executive command game. Okay, let's see what this is about. You can be president for 4 years. Try to accomplish what you set as your agenda while facing challenges and responsibilities. Okay, I will give this a look. For sure. It might be better to play this than a bunch of gotchas. And to answer your question, Dinda, I play honestly I've played a lot of instruments. Before. So I think the big one that I have is my keyboard. As a matter of fact, why don't I pull out the keyboard for a little bit of fun? I have a couple of simple Zelda tunes that I haven't touched, but because I know the piano relatively well, I can easily get it. So, um, Toasty, what is the brain pop game? If you don't, would you mind explaining that to me while I get this set up here? Alright, one moment, y'all. It's like an educational game. Okay. Ah, oh my gosh. That sounds like a ton of fun. Toasty, I had no idea you were a nerd. Also, so I used to actually play on a actual piano, but this is a keyboard here and well, it actually does the job just fine. Okay, so let's see. This is Excuse me. I'm sorry. That's again, I have not actually played these before, so this would be Bolero of Fire, but I'm completely butchering it. So I am so sorry. Um, Let me see if there's one that I won't butcher entirely. All right. So this is E, F, G, A, B, C. Let's see if I can incorporate my left hand. Um, I never remember the left hand diagram for notes. If I could just remember the acronym for it. It was so face is for the right hand. The acronym for the left hand is something else entirely. I just can't remember what it was. But that's okay. I think I've got a chart right here that will tell me how to do it. Okay, so if that starts as C, cool. Um, and I can only for the right hand. I can't read sheet music for my left hand to save my life. Actually, I well, thank you, Faded. Treble is yeah. Every good boy does fine, and FACE or face. Um, I think technically the left hand would be considered bass. This is terrible. I am so sorry, you guys. This is bad. Um, no, that's all right, Faded. It's perfectly fine. There's no need to feel like just because you're not entirely sure that means that you're wrong. I appreciate the help, just in general. Um, but yeah, Dinda, I think you're correct. Left hand is bass. Right hand is, well, it is the melody, but it's also considered the treble, I believe. Goodness gracious, I can't remember this stuff for the life of me. It's just been so long. Now, if I scored my sheet music, I could easily pick up learn how to play these things. It's just, I haven't scored it. So, by scoring, I mean I sit down and I write out what the notes are, because I know the notes on a keyboard. I can easily tell which one's which. I just don't know based on reading it by itself. Which is ironic considering, everything. Hi, Fetty. So, yes, I actually do watch anime. I am an anime girl, as you may know. I also apologize. I was on my BRB screen the entire time. Um, I am an anime girl, so I am required to watch anime. um, and Dinda, you have my sentiments on that. Sheet music is frankly a little bit in um and intimidating. Oh, okay. Well, all right, Faded. Yeah, so I do watch anime. I'm an anime girl. As a matter of fact, what this is the perfect moment for me to explain. I am an anime side character. So I am a supporting character in the anime. When you see that one character that goes, "Oh, look at what the main characters are doing," that would be me. It's so nice to meet all of you. Fruity Inosuke. Here, Fetty, let me take a look at your. I can't take a look. I will take a look at your image and I will tell you what I think of it. But so far, I think it looks nice from what I can see. All right, let's see if I can add the left hand to this. Let's. All right. So the left hand would be G G B D. Okay. All right. This would sound entirely different with the left hand, but as you guys have heard from me, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to read sheet music very well. I'm not I'm not very good at left-handed stuff. Um, so what in the world is that? I have it's it's literally called hand clap. So sorry, I looked through some of my I was looking through some of my sheet music that I had here for The Legend of Zelda, and one of them just had crossed out notes that were defined as hand clap or ad lib. But because it was crossed out and I've never seen it before, I was like, what is this? I wasn't actually looking at the sheet music for that. I couldn't figure out what the notes were, so I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna keep playing until I get the right notes. It's interesting. So there comes a point when you are learning music and you know an instrument relatively well as a musical piece relatively well. Once you have a certain understanding of, I'd say, like your instrument and your pieces, you can begin to just like piece together what the notes would be. And that's honestly where I hope to get with the guitar. To me, that would be awesome. All right, you guys. So, we are actually nearing the end of the stream today. So, I have to ask you guys, what do you want me to do? You want me to go completely ham on the guitar to end it off? Or do you want me to do something else? What do you guys like? What are you guys feeling? I appreciate you indulging me on my little bit of piano playing as it's been a bit. Hello, Ball! Hello! Ball! It's been so long! Toasty and I were so worried about you! No, I am not singing. Yeah, Fetty, please ask your question. And Dinda, as I said to Toasty, I am not singing. I will not. I have not properly warmed up. My voice is still all craggly from the last time that I did my karaoke thingy. Um, and honestly, Dinda, if I'm to be honest, it's because I'm really shy. Actually, I get really shy about singing just because I'm like, I don't know if I can pull off certain notes. So you'll have to forgive me. Um, well, that's exactly why. We thought something bad happened to you. No, it didn't, by the way. I don't like autotune, so I try to avoid it. Because, what would the world think of me if I'm like, I don't like autotune and stuff like that? Well, thank you, Dinda. I don't mind humming. Humming is, here, I will hum with this piece that I have been, um, let's see. Zombie cranberries. Ultimate guitar. So, my teacher has been teaching me how to, um, do this song called Zombie by the Cranberries, and I don't mind humming along with it, but I haven't actually learned the song, so I can't sing it. Um, but yeah, no, I generally don't like autotune a lot. I guess I wouldn't mind using a little bit, but to me, it's just I want to hear actual singing. I want to hear the actual skill. I want to hear someone actually pull off like a moonlight serenade. Instead of, moon. Ah. That's just me though. Um, I am not. I'm not. I'm average at best. That's not true. All I really did was, let's see, I did Love by Nat King Cole, Moonlight Serenade by Ella Fitzgerald, and Part of Your World by uh, Little Mermaid. Um, in your head, okay, so I will mark that down, Dinda. So I definitely take requests to work on. Love was actually given to me. Oh yeah, and Be a Man, where I was like, be a man. um, so I so yeah, I wouldn't mind writing down In Your Head as one of them. Love by Nat King Cole was a request that I took from one of the beloved Wakiakutachi, Wild Trash Can. So, no, um, let me write this one down. And Toasty, just for you, I will actually work on Zombie. Cause again, Toasty, this right here, the strumming pattern that you have heard me play a lot, is the actual accompaniment to Zombie. So if I did it, I wouldn't use anything other than my guitar and my voice. Um, okay, go ahead, Fetty. What is your question? Please ask away. Yes. So I am streaming tomorrow from 7 to 9 as well. So I will be here on Saturday. And I don't always stream on weekends. Sometimes I stream on primarily just weekdays. My stream schedule changes. I'm just kind of trying to see what the best time is for everyone. But so far, Thursday and Friday has been great. I'm not sure about next week, admittedly. Next week, I am celebrating something special. So I may actually not have many streams next week. Also, Bo, uh, there's no need. Actually, you know what? Yeah, feel free to watch the karaoke stream. Just don't watch me, please. Oh gosh, looking back on it, I'm just so embarrassed because at one point I was like, L is for the way I look. at you. And then I was like, L. I just could not actually do it. I like stumbled over everything. So, no, just Toasty did great. You should have heard her singing Welcome to the Jungle. Oh no, she actually did that one rap song. What was it? But you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Ooh, baby, you got what I need. And you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Ooh, baby, you got what I need. Uh, I don't even remember the rap parts. It was like, and I saw my girl walking down the street. Something. It was great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, that was the best part about it. Oh, thanks, Toasty. I appreciate it. I don't know how to rap though. I'm terrible at rapping. Um. Oh shoot! I just realized something. Uh oh. So for some reason, you guys, yes, of course. All right, see you later, Dinda, and I promise I will get best part prepped and ready for you. Best part by. Okay, I promise I will get those chords down so that I can actually do it. All right, see you later, Toasty. Thank you for dropping in, and I will see you at your stream. Um, By the way, everyone, Toasty is a streamer on Twitch. Check her out at Honey Toasty, Twitch TV, twitch.tv/HoneyToasty. Okay, awesome. So, anyways, I have actually noticed for some reason my YouTube channel has been kabooming. I am up to 40 subscribers, which actually means that my karaoke stream is coming up in about 10 subs. Bye, Fetty. Thanks for stopping in. So, yeah, I remember I promised 50 subs would mean I would do a karaoke stream. I am scared. But I promised it, so I will do one. Um, Oh, I've got all sorts of songs I've got lined up. So I've got Zombie in Your Head. Um um Solo. I don't know, Bull. I haven't decided if I should invite for some assistance so I'm not super embarrassed and shy. I'm considering asking since it was actually a really fun trio between Toasty, Sphera, and myself, I might ask if they'd be willing to do so with me. Um, but because of the fact that I promised karaoke, there'd be a lot more singing than last time. Um, and I will redo the songs that I did, except for Be a Man. That one was just fun. So I would redo, let's see, Part of Your World, and I would, Love by Nat King Cole, and of course, Moonlight Serenade. Some of which I'll actually play with my guitar. So, I think zombie will be the one that I will play with a guitar. But yeah, I don't know, Bull. I'm still thinking about it. Because Toasty and Sphera had games to play. Since we would be just primarily doing karaoke, I don't know, I'd have to plan it out a bit more. About like, I wouldn't actually say we'd play a game. I'd say we'd karaoke and chat about different things. Since Sphera is the master of tea time, I might actually, yeah, ask for some help. Do some promotional for that 50 sub special. I just hope it doesn't come as soon as I think that it's going to. Well, I don't know what's been happening, okay? I jumped so many in the course span of like 1 week. I've apparently gained like 20 people, and I don't know what's been going on. On Saturday, I had like 100 people drop in, and I'm not used to getting this much attention. I'm too shy for this. Why am I starting to get attention? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Alright. Either way. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened, but apparently I'm starting to go everywhere now. I guess so. All I'm doing is just streaming and being like, "Oh, konnichiwa, Yakatachi. I am a anime girl, and you guys are going to be awesome." So, nice, Fetty. Oh, Fetty, I thought you were heading out, but I don't mind if you're still here. Anyways, no. We will see what ends up happening, but I am thinking I might ask and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry to steal your idea, Toasty, but that was a lot of fun. Would you guys mind being part of my group of friends for the thingy?" Yeah. Oh, thank you. Double E, double A. I have not had a drink of water in quite a bit. Alright, you guys. So, as always, we have come to the end of another awesome, super duper cool stream. As usual, you guys are the best part of these streams, and I absolutely adore each and every one of you. Make sure that you take care of yourselves and you have an awesome rest of your day, by the way. And remember, I will be back tomorrow. Again, you guys are great, and I adore every single one of you. But everything must come to an end. So, without further ado, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your night. Until next time, though, I will see you all around. Alright. Bye-bye for now.